Hi guys, welcome to the Not So Morning Show. It's season blah episode 2. Today we're talking about the Samsung Z Flip. It's like Zander. Danny, roll the intro.
That was good. That was good. That was good.
Oh yeah! 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not So Morning Show!
Yo, Toad.
Yo!
Well, it is the Not So Morning. Sorry, I'll take it from here, Zander.
Go for
It
it.
is the Not So Morning Show. It is actually not morning right now, and you watched yesterday's episode. You saw Zander and I, and it's a completely different day. Just so you know, that sounded really sarcastic, but it really is.
It is.
But yeah, how is your day been going so far, Zander?
It's good. The weather's terrible again. We've got like another storm blowing, but it's day. It's 20 past 10 here, so I'm a bit more awake in this
10
episode.
a.m. Yeah. Okay.
10 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Zander, thanks for being here. This is a show we call the Not So Morning Show because it really is never. It's not anyone's morning, but maybe I don't know. It's very confusing now.
We don't know. We can't keep track of the
We
time
don't know.
ourselves,
We're
let
calling
alone
this season
anybody
blah,
else.
episode 2. So season blah. I have no idea what season this show would be on, but so we're calling it season blah, episode 2.
Season
Zander
blah.
was on episode 1. Make sure you check that one out. We had a good time. That was a great episode yesterday, talking about
Yeah, it's fun,
that.
dude. It's fun.
Yeah, that was very fun, and we've had some really good ones in the past too. Like when we did that show where we talked about the gear that we bought that we regret.
Oh yeah.
I've had a lot of people tell me they loved that show, and they're like
Yeah.
they're kind of. I've had a lot of people say like you should do this show on your bigger channel, and
Yeah.
it's just one of those things
I think
that
you should.
I think I should too, but I
think you
couldn't
should.
do it. I don't think I'd do it every day like I do this one.
No.
And
it
if
could
it's
be
once a
couple of
week,
times
that's
a week,
not
maybe.
enough because I love these conversations. These are very fun for me. So when Zander popped on the screen, I go, dude, you look like your camera's like condensing you, and you're looking skinnier than last time I remember. But he says not that.
It's just how I look, dude. It's just how I look.
Dude, well, listen, when I looked at myself in the preview, and I'm like, I'm looking pretty good. And then when I watch it back, I'm like, dude, I got double chins going everywhere.
Oh, I'm the same. The camera adds 20 pounds though, doesn't it?
But when I look at it, I'm looking at it right now, and I'm like, I look fine. But then when I watch it back, and I'm just my normal self, you know, when you're not looking at it, you're more relaxed, I guess.
Dude, you look good. You look great.
I'm just saying, it's very odd. So, as Zander said at the beginning, and we talked about on yesterday's show, we wanted to talk about the whole idea of the flip phone coming out and all that good stuff. So,
Yep. I really want one.
you do,
Yeah, I think so.
really?
Yeah, I'm tempted, very tempted, because I'm due for an upgrade this week.
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
that's right. You're not an iPhone person, are you?
Yeah, I'm Android still at the moment, so I don't know. I'm really I'm thinking about it.
I think it's too early. I really do.
You think?
I think so. I think it's.
I don't know.
What do you need a flip phone for? What do you need a flip screen for?
Haven't you had flip phones in the past though? They're so cool.
Yeah, but you
Didn't you have
needed
the
that-
original Motorola?
You needed that because you had to hold it up to your ear and your face at the same time. That was why they
Yeah, it's just
needed to
it's just
extend
that
it.
clip where you snap the phone shut. You look so cool. It's like those American movies where they go, yeah, bye.
Yeah, that's. I don't remember those American movies, but yes, I mean I've done that in the past. I remember being really good at texting. I remember it with the Motorola flip phone, the Razr.
Yep.
I also had the one that was like it was actually it went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like it was it swiveled
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I was so good at texting that like I'd do it in the car, but I wouldn't I wouldn't even need to look at the phone. I just knew that okay, predictive text, press this many times on this number.
Yeah.
Like I was that good at texting. I remember
Yeah.
my friends. This was back before texting was popular. My friends were like, "I'm not texting. That's stupid." And then they're
I feel
like,
we've got definitely we've all what's the word? We've definitely got
Evolved.
worse with texting when
Oh, yeah.
de-evolved.
Yeah,
De-evolved with, text
de-evolved.
messaging.
yeah. No, well, dude, it's crazy because I remember I went through phones like in America. We didn't have very good phones before the iPhone. And I would actually buy phones from Europe that were unlocked because
Yeah.
I wanted to try them out, like these Nokia ones. Everything I wanted in a phone came with the first iPhone. And that was
Yep.
when I was like, I don't need any other phone.
Oh yeah,
because
they changed the game, didn't they?
they
when
changed the game
iPhone
big
came out?
time. And even
Yeah.
looking back at it, it's so stupid, like compared to what we have now. But
Yeah, definitely.
I just don't know about the flip phone. So what are your arguments about a flip phone screen?
I think the smaller form factor is a big thing for me because I think phones are so. I mean, I've got the S10 Plus, and to be able to get the same screen size on a phone that flips to half the size is a massive deal for me because these things are huge in your pockets. For a start, they're absolutely massive phones, and to have that flip into a smaller form factor to get into your pocket, that's something you're not going to really notice carrying around. I think that's a big selling point for me. But I just think that it's different. It's something different. I've been waiting for iPhones and Apple to change to be a little bit different before I went back to Apple.
They're
I
so different.
they're not. Then I had the
Okay.
I had the Apple. I had the X and it was good. Yeah, that was
Okay.
different. That was a massive jump in technology. But since
that
then,
was
they've
the
just
jump.
been the same. They've just been the same for the last
It's only
3 or 4
been
years.
it's only been
It's been 4 years since the X.
no. I got the X,
Easy.
and that was 2017, end of 2017.
So that's 3 years. Okay.
3 years. They've had the 10X or 10S or whatever,
Nothing's changed.
and then they've had the 11, which the cameras on the 11. I used my dad's phone one time, and it was like insanely
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So a huge jump. So listen, they're going up, but I'm not gonna sit here and try to convince anybody to switch to Apple. That's not what I do anymore. I used to do that as a job.
I just think Android and people like Samsung are just trying. They're being adventurous with their designs rather than just sticking to the same sort of form factor, and just upgrading the cameras and stuff isn't enough. I think I want something totally different.
Yeah,
I think
but
from Apple this
they
year.
really screwed up with that Galaxy Fold.
Yeah,
that
was
That was a huge
But I think
problem for them.
always the first iteration of something's going to have major problems. You've got to.
And
this
so
new
you
Z
think that
Flip-
they fixed it? You think that they've like okay, your Galaxy S10. How long have you
Yeah.
had that for?
just a year now.
See, that's not a long time to have a phone. Like I've had mine for almost 3 years, and
Yeah.
I will probably upgrade to the next iPhone. So like it'll be 3 years. I don't think that a Razr or a flip phone screen. I don't feel like that'll last for that long. I really don't. I think it's gonna screw up.
Yeah, I mean, for someone like me, I tend to change my phone yearly with the contract
Oh, do
I've
you?
got. So
Oh, okay.
maybe that's playing a factor in. I'll have it for a year and change to the next thing. But yeah, I don't know. The only thing that's put me off is we'll talk about it. Is the screen is obviously quite fragile.
It's like
judging on some videos I
plastic
watched.
on top
Yeah.
of glass, or
Yeah, it can be marked easily. I think.
yeah, we'll look into that stuff. Man, if you're listening right now, you know the 5 people that listen to the show, leave a comment. Let us know what you use, because I would actually, I'd be interested in seeing and hearing what you are reading, what you use. What are you drinking right now, Zander? At 10 o'clock in
I've
the
just
morning.
got some Coke, just some Pepsi.
You're a morning Pepsi kind of guy.
Morning Pepsi for the show, definitely.
For the show, I have a coffee right here, and it's late. It's
Yeah, I've
8:30.
had my coffee input for today already, so I better have something different.
That's good. Well, thanks for being here on the show. And tomorrow we'll have Jay, and then on Thursday, in 2 days, we're gonna start a new thing called Three-Way Thursday. We talked about that before,
yeah.
and I think we talked about it yesterday. And it's gonna be Zander
That'd be
and
good.
Jay,
It'd be fun, man.
Jay Boston. So it'll be fun to hear you guys talk about it. Let's going to this. I've been watching some podcasts. Did you ever watch? You know the Unbox Therapy guy?
Yeah.
His name's Lou or something, right?
Lou.
So
yeah,
he's got
yeah.
a podcast that's called Lou Later.
Yeah.
I've been watching that, and that show has been getting really weird and very dry and boring. I don't know if you've noticed it, but like,
I think it's just him talking on his own, though, isn't it? I've noticed recently they've introduced him and his
Will.
assistant. His assistant's
Yeah.
on it a lot more.
well, yeah, a lot more than at the beginning. And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
before it was him talking to the camera, and then now it's him talking to his assistant. But he just
yeah.
he spouts out a lot of weird stuff, and then it's just quiet. There's no background music, like our
Which is weird because their studio. Have you seen the studio? The tour they did is amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. But so I watch it and I get a little bit like embarrassed for him. I have to turn it off. I'm like,
yeah, you're like,
this is it's weird.
It's a little bit awkward.
So he's been talking a lot about the Z Flip.
Yep.
And let me see if I can pull this up here. There's a lot of videos on the Z Flip.
The jerry rig everything test was interesting.
The jerry rig everything. Okay, let me see if I can get that up. There's probably going to be an ad. So let me
get in the driver's seat sooner with RACQ.
Isn't that so weird? When I travel to different countries, the ads change depending on where what country you're in. It's very funny. Okay, so so this is the jerry rig. Everything is.
He destroyed the phone.
He destroys things. But yeah, let me go to the. This is the S. That's not the. Oh, that is the Razor.
Yeah, it is a Flip. And it's interesting that it still worked. I mean, the screen still worked even though he bent it backwards and it lost the pixels, but it was still working properly.
Oh, that is interesting. Oh, ooh.
Yeah,
so good advertisement for.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he's peeling that off. Oh, that hurts to watch.
Oh God.
How much is this phone?
They're $1,300 US.
Oh, yeah, that's way too much.
Destroying it.
That's the low end. Oh, I don't know.
Well, they just do one version of the Flip. I think it's. Oh man, look at that.
See, you want that.
Yeah, but I'm not going to destroy it like that. Definitely not.
Maybe. You don't know.
I mean, it's up until this point, it was strong. I mean, he's
like
just,
imagine you leave it in your
here.
car and it gets too hot and some of the glue comes undone and yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold on it. Like I've seen some people, some companies are saying like, why would you want bendable phones? And they have this idea of having like another part that comes out below, like it'll slide out.
Yeah,
like
I think
behind or something.
There's a few rumours knocking about. I'm waiting to see. Before I change phone, I'm waiting to see what Apple announce, and I'll take it from there.
Oh,
I've seen sort of a.
But that's not going to be till
date.
like August or September.
They're doing a March.
They're not going to announce it at iPhone in March though.
They are.
They never do.
There's no. End of March is going to be iPhone 9 come out, which is going to be like the updated SE.
You've been looking into the rumors or something, huh?
Yeah.
No, there's no way. There's no way.
You've heard it here first, then, guys. You've heard it here first.
You've heard it here first. All right, this is my go-to. Okay, Mac rumors. By the way, this is not a Mac podcast, but this is Tech Tuesday. This is our Tech Tuesday, hot tech. So, iPhone 11 says neutral. iPhone 11 Pro neutral. See, they usually announce these in September. Since the last release.
But they're going to
unless they come out with a cheap phone.
Like they're going to update the cheaper phone, the SE. It's going to be the end of March, definitely.
Yeah.
It's going to be it's going to retain the fingerprint reader, as far as I'm aware, but it's going to be full screen. So I think it's going to be like an in-screen fingerprint.
I like the fingerprint thing actually. I like the face recognition only for when I'm doing apps or using my Apple Pay. Apple Pay is like the best thing ever.
Oh yeah.
Once you get used to it, it's so good.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Listen, it's time to wrap it up. I'm kidding. We're only halfway into the show.
Well, I'm definitely I'm going to see what Apple's do. I want a foldable device. I think that's what I want.
I don't think they're going to come out with. I don't think Apple's going to come out with anything foldable because I don't think it's there yet. And Apple's big on waiting till like it's there. It's the technology that's going to be there. You know.
Maybe I'm hoping. Maybe I'm a couple of years ahead of myself, but that's what I want.
Yeah. Well, listen. I'm supposed to get my eyes checked. This is a weird segue to this.
Surgery.
The laser surgery. Did we talk about this on yesterday's show?
I think not yesterday, but you've told me about it before.
I've told you about it. Okay, so I'm canceling it because it's like $5,000. It's $5,000 out here in Australia to get my eyes done, and
Blimey.
It's something that I can afford to do. But then Emma and I were talking about waiting till August, September, we're going to update our phones. We're going to get the newest Apple Watch that comes out and probably get the new MacBook Pros as well, like whatever comes out then. Because it's, you want a new computer about every 4 years or so. So I have the 2016 Mac Touch Bar, and I think I'm due. So I'm looking at it going, obviously that's going to be, for both of us to have all that, it'll be a little bit more than $5,000, but that's like, I don't know. What's it like? What's the price for laser surgery in the UK? By the way, Zander's in Birmingham, if you didn't know.
Yeah, I actually don't know. I know it's not cheap, but I'm not entirely sure. I've never had any problems with my eyes up until this point. Touch wood. I've never.
Did you say touch wood and you touched your head?
Yeah, touch wood.
Yeah, dude. In America, we say knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Yeah, touch wood.
And touch wood is a very different kind of thing. Yeah.
So yeah, $5,000. That's a lot of money just for somebody to be poking at your eyes, dude. Do you have to wear them just for reading, or is it for driving as well?
It's for seeing long distances and stuff like that. So reading, I think I can. You know what? I think it's screwed me up enough to where I can't. Or you just have to take them off for a while and then you can read. I don't know. But my mother-in-law, she's very funny. She goes, "I'm worried about your image," because everyone's used to seeing me with the glasses. They wouldn't know who I was without them. And I'm like, that's a very good point.
My wife wears contact lenses, but when she's gone out today and she's got contact lenses on, it just doesn't look like my wife, if you know what I mean. She looks totally
You're used
different
to seeing her
with
with
glasses on. Yeah.
Yeah, so, I'm going to cancel it. I think I can wait, or I might, next time I visit, like, my parents and stuff, I might get it done there in the U.S. because it's a bit cheaper. Even with the dollar conversion, it's a bit cheaper, so... that's really riveting stuff to talk about, I'm sure, but I just
it's
want
not one of
to
those
know
things
what's
that's
going on.
necessary, though, is it? You need an Apple, you need a new MacBook. You don't need a new eyes,
Yeah, exactly. Well, I just think that I could wait. I can wait to get my eyes done. I think I was at a point where I was like, I'm over this. I want to just be done with glasses, but I think, like, I was thinking about it. I was like, I can get prescription sunglasses, prescription, like, freaking snowboard goggles and all that stuff way cheaper than it is to get my eyes done. So maybe I'll just wait a little bit longer. Yeah.
When they release those VR glasses, those Google glasses, remember those? I wonder if they'll do those in prescription.
That's going to be, listen, this is my prediction. That's going to be an Apple thing that's going to come out and revolutionize everything. And what I see is it's not going to be something that's going to look like it's right here in your eye. It's going to look like it's a little bit further out, and you can use your hand and touch it and move it over here, and it's like AR. It'll remember that it's right there. So you look away, and when you come back over here, it's going to be over there, and you can do something with it. It's going to be like that. It's going to be like that. That's
if anybody's going to do that, Apple will, definitely.
Yeah. No, they're probably working on that right now. They probably already have it out, like for them personally, and they're just working out the kinks.
Yeah, I reckon they're easily 10 years ahead of them for technology-wise.
They got to be
10 years ahead of what we get.
They got to be. So that's your prediction. Is you say the iPhone 9 is going to come out soon?
I think I've just read the iPhone 9 is going to be start of April, which is going to be an updated SE. So that's going to be April. And then I've read that the iPhone 12 is going to be an all glass. It's going to be all glass, no metal.
That's the one. 2020 glass. iPhone. I'm kind of mad that we didn't, because I have this intro and we never even did the whole
hot tech.
Hot tech with our hot tech correspondent, Zander.
Toby.
Toby.
Dude, that's one thing. Listen, going to this whole idea of these pre-recorded shows versus live streams, it was a lot of fun coming up with all that stuff and having like these like I had this run sheet. Like I was very professional with it, but it took a lot of planning. Like a lot of planning. I'd have like an iPad that would show me, okay, here's the keyboard shortcut to run this one. Let's run to this thing, and it was a lot of fun.
I know how much work that is. So I've tried to do it, and I just lost patience.
It's
with it, to be
fun
honest.
when you get it, but yeah, when you're doing like, 8 hours using it, and you're like, well, I could have spent that time working on something probably a little bit more important.
Well,
but it was fun to do. So I know I can do it, and
You
that
could
might be
edit
something
two
to do.
videos in that time.
Yeah, but some people can. I think that I'd be interested in doing that kind of really thought out format for my bigger channel.
Yep.
But I think before I go to live streams on my bigger channel, like once a week or something, I'm waiting till I get to like maybe 10K subscribers.
Right. Okay.
Because then I'd be like,
You're
I'm at
not
10K.
far off though, are you?
No, I'm at 8,500, I believe, something like that. Which it's funny to think about because Zander, you're at like almost 700.
No, just hit 600.
Just hit 600, and that's been a mission for you, right?
Oh, it's I mean,
you're working so hard.
I've done 340 videos since I started.
And you shared with me that statistic. You shared with everybody that statistic of what percentage of the people that watch are not subscribers?
90. I think it's 1.5% of people subscribe.
How do you
watch.
find that?
It's on your.
I'm gonna look at mine.
Analytics. On your analytics.
Okay, I'm gonna look at
YouTube
mine.
Studio. So literally 98.5% of people who watch my videos don't subscribe, which is shocking.
That is shocking, and that I feel like I'm gonna get shocked.
My last video, I actually tried to change the. I added a few subscriber notifications, like subscribe here and do this early on in the video, and I'm on 607 in a couple of days, so I've had seven subscribers in 2 days, so I don't know if it's worked. It might have worked, but
that's good. Okay, I'm gonna share my analytics. Okay, I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing to show on my.
There's nothing personal on there. It's just.
Okay, well, it shows money, but that doesn't. It's not like big money, so I don't care. So this is 28 days. Your channel was around, the lower end of your typical whatever views. I know, it's been a low.
Yeah, but you haven't
been doing much.
Uploaded a lot though, have you?
No, I haven't. But it's funny, a lot. These older videos just gain so many views. Okay, so where do I find? Is it just per video?
No, if you go to reach and engagement at the top there.
Reach.
I think so. Maybe is it that one?
Let's find out.
Where it shows your impressions and stuff.
Impressions.
If you scroll down.
Over here.
If you scroll down, dude.
Keep going. Okay.
Is it that one? Hold on, let me go onto mine and I'll tell you.
But, are you trying to click?
Tell you.
Okay. Traffic source external. I don't know why I'm being such an idiot with this stuff right now.
They don't make it easy to find.
No, they don't, because they used to have it a different way and they've changed it all up. So you want to find out audience? Maybe it's audience. Would it be audience?
Oh, here. If you go to audience, it says watch time from subscribers.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, not subscribed. 92.1%. So
crazy.
4.1% of my subscribers. If I have 8,500, 4% of 8,500.
Yeah, well
that's some math that I can't do right now.
800 it's 400. Is that 400?
Well, 1% would be 85. No, that'd be 85. So times 4, right?
Yeah. So if you had 8,000 views, only
8,500 subscribers. So 4%, 1% of 8,500. Oh my God, we're gonna get killed in the comments.
We're gonna get killed in the comments for this, really.
You have a calculator there, don't you? I don't know where I put my phone, actually.
10% would be 800, wouldn't it?
Yes. So half of that would be 400. So less than 400 of my subscribers watch my videos. That baffles me. I don't get, like, do they see it? Like you must, okay, you see a video, you hit subscribe, and then what? Do they never go on YouTube again? Like,
that's why they say your thumbnail's important, because that's the first thing people click on it if they like the thumbnail and all those kind of things. And
if you charm them at the beginning, they'll subscribe. But then, then they don't watch any more videos. So it's like, what's the point of that?
Then it's about keeping them engaged in the video. So what's the average watch time on the videos as well? So if you can get people to the end of the video, they're more than likely click another one.
Yeah, but the thing is, if they don't come back, if they subscribe and they don't okay, this happens quite a lot, and it's very annoying. People will comment on a video. A lot of times they'll have some snide comment or whatever, and I'll comment back in a funny way, and they never comment back.
No.
Or they'll be like, I'm really confused about this. What do you do with this? Or what are the prices of this restaurant on the cruise ships? And I'm like, oh, here it is. And they never say like anything. I never know if they got the information. It's so frustrating.
Also, you have a lot of people comment that don't subscribe as well. So I've had people on that hotel tour video that I did recently, and I've got nearly, I think it's 3,500 views on that video. Loads of people comment and ask questions and stuff, but they don't subscribe. So I've been actually replying to people the answers to the questions and then saying, make sure you subscribe. Does that say, you know, it's worked a couple of times. I've got a few subscribers.
Yeah, you might as well. You might as well.
So you've got to ask all the time. I think that's all you can do.
Did you notice? Okay, so this is gonna date when the time is when we make this video, but you know, PewDiePie came back.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? You know, he took he was like daily for 10 years, and then he
live, didn't he?
No. He just took a break for a month.
Oh right, okay.
And did you see his video at all?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay. His comment section, it's really weird. I'm trying to pull this up. Just give me a second. There's so many things about YouTube that are weird to me, okay? Like I feel like a boomer or whatever when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to understand.
I also don't like when, you know, thumbnails, like when I'm scrolling. Okay, I'll just show you what I'm subscribed to apparently.
I've got another tidbit for you in a minute after you've said this. I'll tell you.
I'm subscribed to so many things. Like me trying to find a PewDiePie video in here is like, which one is it? Look at I wish that there's like this guy right here.
Oh,
it's very funny.
Now.
Which one? Where is it?
Scroll up. There you go.
Oh, this one right here.
So it doesn't really stand out though, does it?
It doesn't. Well, I mean, it does if you're if you're a subscriber, it doesn't. But if you're, you know, if it's something on the side recommended, you're gonna click on it because this is something you're looking for. You'll click on it. So I'm a big believer in make a thumbnail for the first like couple weeks and then change it completely.
Yeah, that's what I've been changing them.
Oh, here it is. This is his face right here. It's not that hard. Okay, so I'm not gonna #1 on trending. Wow, very well done. Well done. Okay, but look at these comments. Okay. Did you notice this? Besides mine, but everyone was copying and pasting. Okay, when I scrolled through before, it was like all the same thing, copied and paste. Okay, this thing right here. I mean, everyone. I put a period and then copied and pasted way later.
Right.
Just because I want
37 likes as well. See, that's another thing you can get. People don't like comments, but they don't visit your channel. If I'd like somebody's comment, I'd go and check them out.
Yeah, well, things like in PewDiePie, it freaks me out a lot because I was like, you know, like someone wrote, "I'm disappointed," and I go, "Why?" And then someone goes, "Geez," and then I'm like, "Crap! If this blows up, I'm gonna get a bunch of trolls over on my channel," and that scared me a lot. Like that's a scary thing. Like you get all this and all these people that there's like a weird meme, like 9-year-old army they call it. Man, I sound like an old man like explaining this stuff. Like, what the heck?
See, listen to this, right? I've had 2 or 3 people ask me this question when I've been like family and friends. I'll say, "Have you subscribed to me?" And they've actually asked how much it costs to subscribe.
Yeah, my grandparents did that too. Yeah.
People don't understand what YouTube is. A lot of people.
No, they
that
don't.
aren't within the YouTube already.
If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, click subscribe. Just do it.
It doesn't cost anything.
The 5 people that do. I want this show to be interesting enough to watch. I just want it to be a laid back thing, which it is now. It's pretty laid back. We're not trying too hard. I actually really enjoy this conversation. And you know what? Having said that, we got to end the show because we're running out of time. But listen,
carry on all day, dude.
Xander's going to be back on Thursday with Jay Boston. So we're going to have a 3-way Thursday, and that's going to be awesome. So,
yeah.
What's your sign off, Xander?
See you around.
Yeah.
See you around, Zander. Oh.
Bye, Toby.
You subscribe. It's free.
It doesn't
Or you
cost
can
anything.
subscribe and send us money. I don't care. Whatever you want. Don't share it. It says share it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, end screen.
Sequence will initiate in 60 seconds. All personnel, please exit immediately. Self-destruct sequence has initiated. This facility will self-destruct in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.